Hello students, today we are going to talk about the new chapter, that is heat and temperature from grade 7, and this is the first lecture, part 1. And what are the learning objectives of this chapter? So I am pointing those objectives, and the objectives are: first, heat. In this topic, we will talk about the heat. What is heat and how the heat is transferred from one object to the another object, and what are the characteristics heat have. What are the characteristics that heat has? So the next topic is the temperature. What is temperature? How the different scales of temperature is used by us. In this chapter we will study. Okay, the next topic is thermometer. Okay, in which we will study about the different kind of thermometers. We will talk about the mercury. We will talk about why mercury is used in thermometer, so on. And after that, our very important topic is transfer of heat. How the heat is transferred from one place to another place, one object to the another object. Clear? And by the help of thermoflask, we will talk about our fifth topic. So starting from the first, this is our first lecture, so I will talk about the heat. What is heat? The heat is a form of energy. The heat is a form of energy. Okay, I made my point very clear. What is heat? That heat is a form of energy. And how we feel that something is very hot and something is very cold. Here I am giving you an example that this is one object and this is another object. The temperature of the object is 40 degrees Celsius and another object is 70 degrees Celsius. Suppose 70 degrees Celsius. And what is Celsius? I'll talk about later. Okay. Here the temperature of this substance is little bit higher. We can say that this substance is more hot than this substance. When heat is transferred, when energy is transferred, what is heat? Heat is the form of energy. So energy transferred from one object to the another object. So it is the heat and it is the energy transferred that gives us. It is the energy transferred that gives us the sensation of hot or cold. How the object is hot and how the object is cold. Simple. If I am, this is a very hot climate, this is a summer, and if I come from the outside and outside environment is very hot, and when I come in at my home and switch on the fan, after some time I feel cold. How? Because the heat from my body transferred to the another atmosphere, transfer from my body to the atmosphere. In this way I can feel the cold. So this is all about the energy transfer. This is all about the energy transfer, in which hot objects transfer its energy to the cold object. And what is hot and what is cold object? The object has high energy, high heat, this is called hot, and the object is low energy, low heat, the object is called cold. Simple. If we talk about two objects in which object it has 40 degrees Celsius temperature and this is 10 degrees Celsius temperature. So if we compare these two substances, the temperature of this object B and object A, the temperature of B is greater than object A. So here this is only comparison that object B is hotter and object A is cooler than this object. So am I clear? I made my point very clear that what is hot object and what is cool object. Okay, and the next point is what is the SI unit of heat? The SI unit of heat is joule. The SI unit of heat is joule. Simply, the SI unit of heat is joule. But some SI units, but some units also used by us, that is called non-SI unit, that is calories, kilocalories. Calories is also represent as CAL and kilocalories is represent as KCAL. Okay, so and some relationship between joule and kilojoule is 1000 joule is equal to 1 kilojoule, and we simply say that 1000 J represents joule and is equal to 1 kJ. kJ means kilojoule. In this way, 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calorie. 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calories. Okay, and 1 calorie is equal to what joule? 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 joule. 4.184 joule. This is the some formulas that you have to understand, in which we can obtain 1 kilojoule, 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 into 4.184 joule is equal to, if we multiply this quantity, then we get 14184 what? Joule. So we can say that 1 kilocalorie is equal to 4184 joule. This is some relationship of SI units. Okay, and coming to the next point is effects of heat. What are the effects of heat? If we heat some objects, then what are the effects that we will shown after that? If effects of heat, in which the first effect is, if we heat something, it can change its state. If we heat something, it can change its shape, it can change its state, change in state. If we heat the ice, it can change into water. That is, if we heat the solid, it can change into liquid, and when we heated the water, the liquid, it can change into vapor. As you all know that when we heat the ice, it can change into water, and when we heat the water, it can change into water vapor. This is the first effect. And when we cool the vapor, it converts into water, and when we more cool the water, then it converts into ice. This is the state change after heating something. Okay, this is the first effect. And the other effect, when we heat a solid substance, any other substance, it expands. It simply expands. If we heat if we heat a metal rod, suppose this is iron rod, when we heat it, then it will expand, and in the property of transfer of heat we will talk about later in on this topic, that how the iron rod will expand by heating. So this is the second effect. And the third effect is when we heat water, then it will kill the germs. It means heat will kill the germs. So this is also effect of heat, that heat can even kill germs present in water, present in milk. So our doctor prescribes us to drink hot water, drink some lukewarm water. In this way, why he said that? He say only for that hot water kill the germs present in it. Okay. And the last effect, that is heat can accelerate chemical reaction. What is chemical reaction? We will talk about later. But here, heat can accelerate chemical reaction if we heat something. Normally, ice can change into water normally, but when we heat more and more, it will become water fastly, very rapidly. And when we will heat water, it will come vapor, and when we rise the temperature continuously, the water changes its state very fastly, very rapidly. So I hope all things are clear to you. This is all about this lecture. In my next lecture, I will talk about the temperature. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.